Hi, Kim. Can you hear me? Hi, can you hear me, Kim? Okay, cool. Good morning. Hi, I'm Casey Christensen, coming to you live from West Kelowna, BC. I am a independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I'm here to show you this new suite that came out. It's my favorite right now. Of course, every time new stuff comes out, I have a new favorite. Anyways, so this is the suite we're looking at here. It's called the Country Floral Lane. It comes with some pretty cool stuff. You've got a punch here, and this punch is fabulous because it punches out the hearts and the leaves all at the same time, which is really cool, off of this DSP. Okay. It comes with this 6x6 gingham paper here, of assorted colors and designs, which is pretty cool. I'm going to use some of that today. The stamp set, of course. The stamp set is amazing, which I really love it. And, oh, I seem to have the wrong, just a second. Yeah, that doesn't go with it. Okay. So today, oh, and it comes with some great ribbon too. This ribbon here, which is really, really pretty. I got to put my mouse further away, so I'll stop touching it and it'll stop. There we go. Great ribbon. So I'm a little rusty at this. Haven't done it in a little while, but fortunately it's just you and me, Kimmy, so we'll be fine. We'll be fine. So this is from the mini catalog. Okay. Also comes with some jewels, of course. Great that it comes with some jewels. And it's from the mini catalog. There's lots of cards here you can case. You can also buy just the bundle here. You can buy just the stamp set if you want to, stamp and punch set, or you can buy them each separately. But what I like about this is, watch this. This is very, very cool. Oh, keep in mind your celebration catalog is still active until the 28th of February, right? And there's some cool stuff in here. This paper right here, which is free with $60, is amazing. It's absolutely gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Yes, that's true about us, Kim. We will always be fine, won't we? So I got that paper. I'm kind of into paper right now more than stamps. I also got this paper, which at first I got it because, hey, it's free. I'm going to get it, see what happens. But then I saw a bunch of card videos using it, and now I'm completely enamored by it. So I'm looking forward to doing some cards using this paper. Okay, so today we're going to use... Just a second. And I'm forgetting little details. Okay. So I'm going to Pinterest a card today, okay, just because I'm a little rusty at this. I thought I'd go with something that would be easy enough to do without too much kerfuffle. Sort of Pinterest, and I'm not doing the entire Pinterest card, but I'm sort of starting with that. So we're going to work with, to start with, we're going to work with these two stamps. There's these two stamps here on here, and as you can see on the package, one of them is greenery, and then one of them is color. Okay, so we're going to use those. I think I'll use my Stamparatus because I don't know if I'm going to want to stamp more than once. So let's do that. And I'm just going to place my paper somewhere in the middle here. And I'm going to start with the greenery stamp, I believe. Yes, I am. I'm going to start with the greenery stamp right here. Let me just bump things up a bit so you have a better view. And I touched my mouse again. Okay. All right. All right, so now we're going to take our greenery stamp, which is this one right here. Just going to place it in the middle here. And then I'm going to use, and I've placed this paper in the middle of some lines so that if it moves like it just did, like I've got it in these lines here, I can put it back. You know what? I think my Mossy Meadow needs re-inking. Let's just do that. Of course, I pull out everything except the color I need, which is pretty typical. Here we are. Let's just give this a little refresh. It is a double step stamp, Kim, which I'm a big fan of. I love double step stamps. All right. So, let's find a paper towel because things are going to get messy. Or baby wipe, that'll do too. I guess I haven't used my Mossy Meadow in a little while. So just press all that ink in there. Make sure it's good and pressed in, otherwise it's going to be very goopy. All right. Okay, let's have another go at that. See how it does. Just going to wipe this off the edge here. I've got a little bit of ink along the edge of my stamp pad, which I don't want. Okay. Oh yeah, baby wipes are a must. I don't know what I'd do in my craft room without them. Okay, I'm hoping this isn't going to be gooey, but we'll see what happens. It looks pretty good. We'll just lay that down. Give it a little squish. Well, it's sort of gooey in some places and not enough in others. Let's see. Don't know why that one leaf doesn't want to. There we go. That's better. That's better. Now, looking at this, although I'm fine with it, I'm going to use it, but looking at this, I'm thinking to myself, I probably should have done a second generation stamp because this is a little darker than I think I wanted it to be, but it's okay. We're going to go with it. We're just going to go with it. Let's get Let's just clean this off. Careful when you're pulling these ones up. It's really easy to rip them because they have some very narrow little bits of the material joining them, so it's quite easy to get them to be too much when you're pulling them, and they can tear. Okay, let's see how this one is. This one should be better because I used it recently. So this one we're going to do the florals. We just want to place them over here. I think that's pretty good. You just have to sort of get it on there and place it and see if all your flowers and hearts have some distance between them and the leaves. And I think I've done that, pardon my head. Yeah, I would probably use a lighter green, but I'm going to go with this just because it is the color that's listed on the back of the papers, but it's a little darker than I had in mind, maybe just because I've re-inked. Could be just because of the re-inking. Yeah, my sorbet works fine. Well, this is why I'm using the Stamparatus, is because it's not inking up enough the first time. So I'm having to do it twice, but you get the idea of what we're getting here. Yeah, you know what? I'm not crazy about it. I think I'm going to pivot. I'm going to do something else. I'm going to work with that a little bit. And just sort it out. Yeah, I think it would take several stampings. So I'm going to go in a different direction, and I'm going to play with this set, and we'll revisit it another time. But I'm just going to go in another direction today because I'd like to press on. Okay. I like the idea of it too, but I think I don't know. Maybe I would use a completely different green. I like to use the colors that are listed in the papers, because then you know you're getting the right colors. And this designer series papers has Balmy Blue, Mint Macaron, Mossy Meadow, Petal Pink, and Sweet Sorbet. So, yeah, we'll play with that another time. I'll get it down to a better science, and we'll play with that. This is the card I made the other day. I actually posted it online, but this is the one I made the other day. This was the first one I made using this set, which I quite like. So, but we're going to just do something different here. So let's start by, I'm not even going to keep that because I'm not at all fond of it. So let's start by punching out some of these hearts. Okay, so you got this great punch here, and you can see it punches out this entire design right here. It punches out the heart, the leaves, and the little heart underneath. And don't forget about this stuff on the bottom. You're going to lose this little heart down here, but it doesn't really matter. You're getting the big one in the leaves. So I had a piece of this started. I don't know where it went, but that's okay. Okay, so I'm not sure I need that little heart. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut some of these with the darker leaves. I like the darker leaves better than the lighter leaves. So I'm just going to line this up here as best as I can do. You see that? I've got that. One leaf. And the other leaf has to be here somewhere, right? Oh, it's in here. So that, see, you get that and both leaves all in one cut. So I have a few here. So I'm going to set those aside because we're going to work on the base of the card. Now, what I need is a little piece of this, which I hate doing. I'm going to order some more of this paper. I hate cutting into a piece that uses the punch, right? But, you know, sometimes you got to do that to get what you want to get. So I need a little bit of the stripe, and I need some, I already pulled out these two from the 6x6s. We're going to use these two. And I'm also going to use, let's find it, some little white hearts on red background. There's a lot of blue in this paper, which isn't my cup of tea. However, there they are, little red hearts. But the paper's really pretty. I will order some more of it. I just think it's a really good paper. I'm not that much on making Valentine's cards. I love punches. I'm not that much on making Valentine cards per se, but you know, a birthday card, you know, there's nothing wrong with a birthday card that has love and stuff on it. So I'm going to start with my, here it is. I'm going to start with my card base. So this is Sweet Sorbet. It's a fabulous color. And I'm just going to cut your standard card size. So we're at 5 1/2, 4 1/4. No, sorry, see, I can't even remember that right now. 5 1/2. It doesn't seem right, but it is. Five 1/2, and then let's do a score at 4 1/4. Boy, it's amazing how fast this stuff leaves you when you haven't done it in a while. And I strictly haven't been doing it only because I've been working so much. So, and then I need a small piece here. I'm going to do a layer 2 piece. Let's see. No, a layer 1 piece, 4 by 5 1/4. So we'll cut the 4. By 5 1/4. So that's my second layer. So that's my second layer. There's my card front, my second layer. And then for my third layer, I'm going to do 3 1/4 by 5. And so what I'm going to do is, because this is actually going to be a cutting process that will net me 4 cards. So this will be 3 3/4 by 5. So let's go this way first, because it doesn't matter on this particular paper. By 5. Okay, so I just did that wrong. What did I do? Oh, I didn't do 3 3/4. 3 3/4. There you go. 3 3/4 by 5. That one. And then 3 3/4 by 5 on this one. Yes, I do use the notches almost always. That one, now I need 3 3/4 by 5 on this one, so I'm going to cut it 5 this way, which makes more sense in the grand scheme of things. No, I can't do it that way. Good thing I'm ordering more of this paper, because I want the hearts to be right in the right direction. So it has to be 3 3/4 this way. That's okay. Never goes to waste. It's always something I can do. Now this one I got to think carefully, because I want them to be this way. So 3 3/4 this way. This is killing me to cut this paper, but I just want to. Okay, so now these pieces, you want to make sure you have a nice sharp blade on your cutter, and I think I do. So these pieces we're going to cut stack them all together, and then we're going to cut 2 1/2 or 2 3/4, 2 1/2. Yeah, 2 1/2. Oh, rats, bottom one didn't go through. So 2 1/2. And then these ones are 5, so we're going to cut them to about I want them to be a little larger on one side, so we're going to cut them at, say, 2. 2 1/4. Cut them at 2 1/4. So that's going to be there and there. And then these ones are going to be cut at 2 1/4. So I'm going to say I think we'll say we'll say 3 1/4. Yeah, 3 1/4. So now we have these varying sizes. So I got one. Let's move one so that we can see how it's going to look. 1, 2, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so that's kind of the front of our card. So let's just work that out on our page here. You see where I'm going with that? So I know, Kim, you've got my, you have my my little chart that shows you layer 1, 2, and 3 and your card base sizes, you printed that off, didn't you? I think you did. So if you did, the card is layer 1, the background is layer 2. No, the card is the card. Layer 1, and then these pieces that you're going to cut up are layer 2, so that they'll fit onto this background and leave a little bit of white spaces, okay? So I think, let's see, I'm trying to decide if I should use glue or Zippy. I think I'll use this. I want to be able to lift them off if I don't get them quite right, and I will be able to with this. Okay, so we're going to put this one at the top, and we're just leaving a tiny bit of white. Not much of anything at all. Let's just double check that and make sure that's going to work. Yes, it is. Okay. You know what? It might be more important to me. See, this one could have been over a little bit, but it might be more important to me. I'm going to trim this off when I get through the card, because it's more important that it's even all the way around and in the centers here. Okay, so I'm going to leave it the way it is, but I'm going to trim that off with my little mini chopping tool. And since it'll be an even trim all the way around, it'll look like it was meant to be. Okay? So it's nice that you can cut all those 4 pieces together. So now you have another set, or 3 more sets of pieces to go ahead and make more cards like this, because you'll save these little pieces separately so that they're obvious of what they're for. And then you'll be able to do another card, or 2 or 3. All right, so there it is. That's our base. And it's going to go on here. So that's going to look pretty nice, right? But I'm just going to trim off the little tiny bits of this. That's what's nice about this mini guillotine cutter, is you can cut such tiny bits. There we have it. So that's our base. So now let's see what we want to do for, let's set these aside, and make sure you set them aside so that you know what they are. Okay, so that for next time you're going to make another card, you can rearrange those pieces and have some completely different things. Where shall I put them that I won't lose them? Probably nowhere. I lose everything. Okay, so that's our base. Now, I want to do kind of a, let's see. I want to do, I'm going to use this punch here. This one's really cool. It's one of my favorite punches as well. I'm using it a lot lately. It's just a different way to punch a circle, right? It's a little different than your average, you know, circle. I think I want to do this in, well, let's try something. I'm not sure if I want to do it in the, see, I've been using it quite a bit. I'm not sure I want to do it in the white, but let's just see. The white might get almost totally covered up. Or what we could also do is, obviously I'm just winging it here, right? What we could also do is get some, what's the other color that's in here? Petal pink? Is it petal pink? Yeah, it is, and there isn't a stamp pad for Petal Pink. So we'll go with, I'm going to do a little brushing. So let's go with the, oh, my brushes are stiff. I just washed them all, so let's go with this. What did I do with my inks already? Here they are. Let's just try this. I don't know if I'm going to like it or not, but what the heck. Let's just give it a go. See what happens, right? I got to get something to make a mess on. 1 second. Get me one of these. And let's just see what we get if we just do a light dusting of the sweet sorbet, okay? Just a really light one. Yeah, I think I might like that. A lot of it's going to get covered up, so we don't have to get crazy about it. Yeah, let's do that. Just a really light dusting. I don't care how perfect it is. Just like that. And then I'm going to take some of my, I'm trying to decide if I want some of that ribbon on here or if I want to do, well, let's build this first. So I'm thinking about, I'm going to also use another punch that I really like. This is like a sprig, so it's not called sprig, I can't remember what this one's called, but this is a punch that does just a nice little sprig of greenery, just a nice little leaf situation. So let's get some Mossy Meadow. I think I have some right here. No, I don't have some right there. Oh, I have some right here, I bet. Looking through my scrap bin. Don't know if that's Mossy Meadow or Old Olive, but either way it works. I'm just going to punch myself a few of these to see where I want to put them. Oh, which one? The hearts? I like to do a bunch of these when I do them, what the heck, because I use them a lot, quite a lot. Now I don't think I want to add any ribbon, and I think maybe I want this to be white. Let's punch a white one too, and then we'll figure it out. Which punch is coming today, Kim? Yeah, I think I'll like the white one better. Yes. So let's look and see what we want to do here. I think we want to do 2 hearts. Kind of like I think I'll do these, and I'll do the greenery after. So I'm going to use glue on these, and keeping in mind that our hearts are going to go off the edge of this paper, let's just be sure and not glue the whole thing, right? Just going to put some glue on the bottom. Because of course I'm going to pop the circle up. It's not helpful when you can't get your glue to work. Thinking one there. And this one. I'm going to trim this one because I didn't get it quite bang on in the punch, but that's okay. You can always just trim it down a little bit. Now, I think something like that. Let those sit for a minute. Now, what else do we have here in stamps? We have two different kinds of tiny hearts. Let's see what those look like. Let's just see what those look like. What did I do with my ink? There it is. Okay, so there's two very cute solid hearts, and there's also two cute little heart outlines. Let's just see. Let's just see what this looks like. 2 little hearts there. Can you see that? That looks pretty cool. I wish I could get, oh, I can actually. I'm going to try, well, no, we're going to put some bling there. Okay, I wonder if I can do it again up here. I can, but it's going to go off. I'm going to leave it like that. I'm going to leave it like that. I think that's enough. I like those. Those are cute. And then yeah, I think that's going to go like that. So let's get some dimensionals, because of course we want to pop this one up. Yes, really great for the inside of the card, because we will have to put a little white piece inside the card. So it'll actually be perfect for that. Okay, now we need something else. Let me look at my twines. Is there some here? Let's have a look at these. So I've got my linen I'm almost out of. But I want to look at this. Maybe I can do this. Bear with me, I'm just mucking about here. Yep, I think I might like that. I need 2 of them. I'm just making linen bows. Tiny linen bows. Suppose this one could be just a little bit bigger. Finicky little things, but worth it. So I'm going to get some, where do I have my, I think I have some here. Yeah, glue dots. It's my favorite way of putting bows on, just because it's tidy, you know. One there. And one there. Yeah, does remind you of a quilt, doesn't it? I'm going to put another one because these sometimes they ball up, which mine have done. I need a little more stickum. So there we go. here. Okay, so let's put this on here and see how it looks. I think it's going to be really pretty. We need a sentiment. What should we put? You know, I'm going to go with I love that we are friends, only because, like I say, I don't do a lot of Valentine's things. So I think I love that we are friends is a good choice. Rather than being, you know, a specific Valentine's situation. Yeah, that's going to be about perfect. So let's get a little one here. And my sweet sorbet. Wow, what a mess I've made. Well, it wouldn't be me if I didn't make a big mess. It's just the way I am. Yeah, that's nice. It's really nice. It's basic. It's got a great font. And if I could find my crocodile, I'm pretty choked that I seem to have lost it. It's this really neat thing. It's a big cumbersome tool, but it's a really neat thing that gives you rounded corners on things, which I like a lot. But I have no idea where it's gone to. It was here like just the other day. Sounds familiar, right? Yeah, right about there, I think. Yeah, I always like the sentiments to be lower. Yeah, I do like the paper pumpkin ones. Actually, some of these ones that I've set aside that are loose, they are paper pumpkin ones. Very nice. I like that quite a lot. All right. So, let's put this down. You know, I like to do all around the sides and a spot in the middle. I like it to be on there good and stuck. Oh. Okay, that's brilliant, right? I like that. Now, let's see what we can do for the inside. I was thinking about something today. Don't know if I'll be able to find it, but I'd like to try and find it. I could do deckled rectangles, which I'm always doing. Oh, this is what I thought I'd like to do inside. It's maybe one of these, or is that too much? I think that's too much. I don't know. I think it might be too much. I like it, but I think it might be too much. I'll save that for a different one. Maybe if I'd used a scallop on the outside, it would have looked nice to have a scallop on the inside, but I didn't. So I think we're going to stick to the deckled rectangles. So let's find the right one. Let's use this one. Don't want that one, that's a bit big. Let's do something smaller so we can see our whole. Let's do this one so we can see our paper inside. Yeah, that's a good one. Let's do that one. Okay, so I need a piece of white. Which I just had here not a minute ago. Oh, there it is. There, we can use this. And we'll just cut this. Some things never change, Kim. I've made such a big mess. I do too. I just find, you know, some days I'm actually a little shaky, and I think that's part of it. You know, it certainly doesn't help. And then, I don't know. I usually manage to get it eventually, and that's okay with me. I'm learning not to beat myself up over not being perfect at things, because those days are gone. Not that I was ever perfect, but I'm not, you know, things change as you get older, and I'm learning to be okay with that. All right, let's get this set up. And we'll give this a trim. So my chore for the last probably 6 months, which is funny because I still haven't done it, but on my to-do list for at least the past 6 months is to get into my sewing room, because oh my god, it's a mess in there. Nothing, it's just piled, it's the go-to room, right? So it's just piled with crap, and it just, well, it's frustrating because I can't seem to get disorganized. Undisorganized? Yeah. So let's do some of these. I'm going to take that one off because it's distracting me. They stamp beautifully. How's that? Not too much. Not too much, just subtle. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that happens to me too. I think that's kind of a, you know, one of those things. One of those things as we age. Okay, so I like those little hearts. I want to remember they're there, because those are the kind of little tiny stamps that you would use for all kinds of things, not just for this this stamp set, but for all kinds of, I mean, where couldn't you use a little heart now and again, right? All right, I'm going to do my best here, a little bit higher up. I'm going to be happy with that. Now, we still need some bling, and for me, you know what I have? I think I have heart-shaped pearls. Let's just see. Don't know if they're going to work for me, but let's just find them and find out. They're awfully cute, and there's teeny, teeny, teeny ones, and there's bigger ones. Oh, they're so cute. I do have to be in the right frame of mind. Right now, I'm trying to, I think the thing is, I sort of want to do it at my own pace, but now my daughter's asked me to make her 2 e-reader cases, one for her and one for her husband. And so, look at these. Can you see these? They're just gorgeous. So, I kind of have to unbury my sewing machine in order to do that for her. So I'm hoping that, yeah, so there's pearl ones. There's sort of a glassy one, and then there's sort of a smoky white one. Aren't they cute? So these are called Heart Pearls. Heart Pearls, 159190. These are ideal. These should have been put in with this suite instead of the sequins, I think. I don't know that I'll use the sequins. I'm not big on sequins, but I do like these very much. Okay, let's see. Where can we put them? Well, let's put one. I'm going to use the teeny tiny ones. There's bigger ones and tiny ones. I think I'm just going to use the teeny tiny ones. Oh, what if I... Okay, now my brain is going. What if I used... Let's see how this works. Dark Sweet Sorbet. Dark or light? I'm going to use my blending pens. I'm going to use the light one. I'm going to try coloring a heart. I think I would like that if it was... Oh my goodness, look at that cute little thing. All right. Having trouble picking it up. Look at that. I like it. It's a little colored of the lowest hearts, which is like a clear one. I don't want to use the smoky ones, and I don't want to use the shiny ones because I think I might like them in other places. But I like that. Okay, so let's put a couple more on, I think. Let's put, I'll color a couple more. I think I used the light one. Now I can't remember, but I'm pretty sure I did. Yeah. Color it a few times, like go over it several times so that it gets the really rich red color. I think 3 will be good. And I'm going to put, I think I need to use my scissors on these though. I don't know. Okay, I haven't stuck them down quite yet, so I have room to move them around a little bit. And I think I want to do that. Cute. What do you think? Yeah, I really like it. I think it's very pretty. It's not the one I was shooting for, but I'm going to work with that. It's similar to the one I was shooting for, but it isn't quite. I don't know if you can see my iPad, but the one I was aiming for, tell me if you can see that or not, I don't know. The one I was aiming for off Pinterest was kind of like this one. And I'm still gonna, can you see that without, which is glaring? I guess it's this one. Yeah. Anyways, it was on Pinterest and I really liked it. So I stuck with the background they did, but did something completely different with the rest of the card. But I'm very pleased with it. I like that card a lot. I love this paper. I'm definitely going to order more of the DSP because I want to be able to cut more of those hearts. I think it's a versatile paper that you can use for so many things, you know, just so many things. But unfortunately, they put one of my favorite papers on the back. So there you go. Sometimes that happens. There's not a lot you can do about it. However, you got lots and lots and lots of cool stuff in here to play with as well, because this has all kinds of different things in keeping with the colors of this paper. So there you have it. I'm going to go. Thank you, Kim. Thank you so much. That's lovely to hear. I always wonder when I bungle something up. But you know what? I never delete my videos if I've made a mistake or done something not quite perfect. Because you know what? I'm human. And I know you all are too. And we make mistakes, right? So it isn't the mistake, it's how you get out of it. And I got out of it. As you can see, my card here is just a tiny bit crooked, but I'm going to live with that. I'm okay with that because, you know, if it isn't perfect, then people know it's a homemade card, right? That's my story and I'm sticking to it. All right, I'll see you next time. I hope you're getting notifications. Going on will be very random because of my work schedule. So it's going to be very, very random. And I'll just, hopefully you've got notifications on and you can check back and see when I'm on next. Okay? Thank you so much for watching me. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye for now.